Hi everyone, welcome to our home studio. This is Sonica. I'm Christian. We're with the LoveWorks Solution, and thanks for joining us today. Whether you're catching us on Facebook Live or on YouTube or on our podcast afterwards, thanks for joining us, and we sincerely hope you're hanging in there in a good way or the best possible way with the house quarantines. Or, of course, we don't know where you're dialing in from. But I know here we are still mostly just hunkering at home best we can. I'm I'm going out here and there for running a few food errands, but other than that, we try to stay at home.
Yeah, we were trying to figure out what to talk about, and truthfully, if you really knew me, the only thing that's really present for me right now is our kitty is dying, and last night she was like worse than she's been, and we kind of made the decision to, bring our vet over tonight to euthanize her, and I just feel so mixed about it. Like I want her to get worse, but it's hard to let her go too. So I've just been crying off and on. I had a good cry last night, and we were kind of talking about how we're going to miss our little kitty and also how annoying she's been sometimes. And Christian just held me, and we were just talking about our little cat. Anyway, it's just hard. Sorry, I'm falling off my little stool.
Yeah, we got Sonic on a stool so we can both be in the
Otherwise,
same
I won't
window
be in
here.
the screen.
I know.
Anyway, yeah, just all this loss of watching. It's hard watching your little kitty deteriorate.
I know, it's like a little kid in our family who's just been here for as long as we've been together. We've had the same cat with us the whole time. So she's been a witness to our love story and our building a life together. Yeah, it's touching our hearts.
Yeah. It's kind of funny. I heard this definition of grief once. Grief is appreciation backwards, and I sure am appreciating having gotten to have this little being to share our life with. And it's also been kind of sweet doing hospice with her these last couple of days.
I know, you should see Sonica. She's taking such good care of this cat. There's just so much love in everything I see you do. And Sonica, she's now giving her water with a little dropper because she can't drink anymore on her own. And
feeding
her chicken soup. I know, I made chicken soup the other day, so now the cat's getting chicken soup. But hey, I also wanted to to broaden it out for this is one loss that's happening in our little household, but particularly during these Corona crazy times, there are a lot of losses, big and small, that happen in our relationships with each other because of the things we can't do. And, in our extended lives, we talk to so many people who have lost their job, lost their income, lost their security. There's a whole generation, there's a whole year of youngsters like our daughter that are losing their senior semester, which I personally feel really sad for them about that. That's just kind of supposed to be the party semester. I know that's not always the case. But it's like the semester where you get to walk the victory lap and take all the sweet memories with you and have a great graduation and be witnessed in this completion of, a 12-year school run, education run. And, on a good note, on a good best possible way, you get to be witnessed by your family, by your community for having completed something. It's a way of... and sort of a coming of, what do you call it? A coming of age, a coming of age ritual. And there are hundreds and thousands of youngsters missing out on that. So there's just examples of the losses, big and small, and
just families not being able to be together or get to each other, or people, we know people who are stuck in other countries and can't get home, and there's all kinds of losses through this whole experience that a lot of people are going through. And I think it's important, like, I'm just letting myself cry and feel it. And you know, there are certain things that just can't be fixed. Like they just can be bead with. And just to make space for all of those different feelings. And
yeah, the same song. And we heard a lecture once. I unfortunately forgot the name of the man who was talking. He was an elder, and he was the one who shared what Sonica said before, that grief is appreciation backwards, or love backwards. So the extent to which we let ourselves grieve something is the same extent to which we loved it while we had it. And this same man was talking about how one of the things that, you know, that create rich and deep relationships is the ability to grieve something, you know, without necessarily any processing around it or any fixings around it. Simply be with the feeling of loss and appreciation backwards. And to a large extent, that it says something about how, you know, how we are as human adults, if we can grieve with each other. And we, in our work with, you know, in intimate relationships, there's just no doubt that the degree to which we can be with each other and our feeling of grief is, commensurate with also how deep we go in our intimacy and with our trust with one another.
I appreciate you holding me tight.
Yeah. And really, you know, often that's the only thing there is to do with it. Hold each other, be with it, hold hands, cry. There's not really, you know, you don't really need any, although we have some processes around that, because we have processes around many different things in relationship. But for starters, we don't really need any fancy words or processes. What we do need is depth of presence, you know, the kind of presence that could just be with this feeling as we share the heartache of what is happening right now.
So thanks for letting me share with you. I share with you. share with each other, share with somebody that you trust, whatever it is you're feeling.
Yeah, if you don't have anybody around these days, set up a FaceTime or something so you can be with somebody, at least at times. Yeah. Thanks for letting us share this with you, and we're sending lots of love and hugs to you and your families out there, whatever your losses, big or small, are. And you can send us a nice thought too for our little losing the cat we're just about to lose. So thanks everybody for joining. We love you. Take really good care of yourself and each other. We'll see you tomorrow back here on our Facebook page, is where we're running this from, at 1 o'clock Pacific time.
Bye, everybody.